Hey everyone, welcome back. And today I want to do something fun and a little different. I posted a question in a Philippines expat group asking, what elements of living in the Philippines, cultural, socially, or infrastructural, test your patience or values? And if you could change anything, what would it be? And wow, the responses were real. Some made me laugh, some made me nod, and some, well, let's just say, you need thick skin and a sense of humor to live here.
Know you used to love me. I know you got some.
Now, I want to be very clear. This isn't about criticizing the Philippines, and that's far from it. This is about taking a grain of salt, knowing what we signed up for as expats, and learning how to adapt and thrive. Guys, there are things that I don't like about the Philippines as well, but guess what? I've learned to grow with them, and nowadays these things don't bother me as much as they did maybe when I first got here almost 10 years ago. So I'm going to read out these comments for you guys and also give you my own commentary based on my knowledge, my experience, and what I think personally. But before we go any further, 97% of you guys that watch my content aren't showing that love. So the best support that you can give me, guys, is hitting that like button, especially drop a comment, of course, subscribe to the channel to become part of my learning journey here in this country. So let's read the first comment, guys. So this guy says, honestly, as a foreigner, I found the key is just to kick back, take things as they come, and not stress over stuff that's really out of your control. You can start to appreciate the quirks and the chaos and the charm all at once. That was quite honest and genuine. This is basically a survival guide for life here. You can scream at traffic, at tricycle honks, at neighbors blasting karaoke at 2 a.m. or you could just laugh and shrug and enjoy it. Honestly, once you embrace this mindset, the day-to-day frustrations drop dramatically. And guys, I know it's a lot to ask for, but guess what? We signed up for this. And a pro tip is going with the flow. The chaos becomes part of the charm, guys. This expat here explained it perfectly. The next guy says, noise everywhere. Hearing aid business will be the next big thing here. And he's not wrong. You know, he's not wrong. Noise is everywhere. From jeepneys to construction to, I swear, every dog in the neighborhood thinks they are a singer. But hey guys, that's part of the soundtrack of life here in the Philippines. You can't fight it. Just that makes no sense to fight it. But you can invest in a good pair of earphones or noise canceling headphones, just like I got here, guys. And honestly, these you will learn to live with them as well. So let's see what the next guy got to say. My friend landed in Manila, retired here, scammed, flights delayed, filthy accommodations, bought a ticket back to the UK. Damn, brutal start, right guys? I mean, here's the thing. Most of these issues are completely avoidable if you do a little homework. Pollution, delays, scams, all stuff you can research ahead of time. I think it's a bit of a rite out of passage. If you come in unprepared, guys, you will get shocked. If you prepare, you enjoy the adventure instead of surviving it. And the moral of that, guys, is read, plan, and maybe bring backup cash. If you're not so sure about the accommodations here, I mean, people should have already researched before ahead. I mean, it's that simple. Research prices ahead of time. I did this before I came to the Philippines. I researched about 6 months or 8 months in depth about this country before I came here. All right, let's see. We got comment number 5, guys. He says, traffic, slow moving cars, don't move to the left lane. Tricycle drivers don't follow the law. Yes, guys, yes. I will admit that traffic, it's a classic. Expecting a driver to follow the law here is like expecting a cat to fetch your slippers. Or as they say in the Philippines, your chinilas. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. There isn't enough enforcement here in this country. But a quick solution is plan extra travel time. Staying calm is the best thing we can do because we're not going to win here, guys. Or accept that some days you are just part of the moving chaos, and I think that's okay. to put it quite simply. Comment 6, guys, he says, noisy neighbors. And yes, guys, the community vibe here is strong. Sometimes it feels noisy. Sometimes it feels caring. If you want privacy, fences help, of course, or choose a quieter area. But honestly, you might even start enjoying some of the small town neighborly vibes once you get used to it. But like I always tell the guys in the expat communities or on my social media, is vetting a places correctly is the key. You can always go on Facebook and vet your apartments and post up an inquiry and make sure you find out if this area is a noisy place. A lot of the times they are, but you can find some good areas where it is much quieter. All right, comment number 7. This guy says, foreigners trying to change the Philippines into their own country. Wow, we got one on board, one of the guys that's thinking more logically, not just thinking to criticize right off the bat. And exactly guys, this isn't our country. And that's one thing that you never want to hear from the people in this country. This is not your country. If you hear those 5 words, you know you're in big trouble, because Filipino pride and spirit, guys, is one to be studied. And honestly, it's not our job to make it Singapore or New York. You come here because it's different, not because you want to remake it into your image. Adaptation is the key, guys. It is the ultimate key. I know I'm going to get a lot of pushback from you guys out there, especially the older guys. These guys that are in the echo chambers of criticism, that just talk about these things every single time they go out to drink or every single expat meetup. It's sad because a lot of the good guys that come here, they fall victim to these expat groups. And just by default, just by being around these guys, they start to think the same, even though these things might not even bother them. Our comment number 8, guys, is dogs locked in small cages, constant barking. This is something that I really don't like, guys, and I'll just be honest. In America, if you see your neighbor's dog locked up in a cage and he's kind of like underweight or something, the animal control people, they're going to be at your door within days. I mean, you can go to jail for these kind of things. It just doesn't happen in the Philippines. So it is a tough reality in some areas. If this bothers you seeing underweight dogs or maybe neglected animals and even underweight horses in some of the provinces, become a dog whisperer, I'm just kidding, guys. But seriously, choose your environment wisely and accept that some things here are just different. At first, I used to see this and be like, oh my God, or like, this is crazy. Like, and my wife is like, it's always been like that in some areas. So it's just what it is, and I've accepted it as well. Sad thing to accept, but we can't do anything about it. All right, comment number 9, guys. He says, people's attitudes, harassment in public, hypocrisy, religious extremism. Ooh, he really got philosophical on this one. And what I would say to that is cultural differences will test your patience. It's not about perfection here. I think it's about understanding what's normal here. And it goes back to that dog thing, right? That this just seems normal to people, right? Pick your battles, be respectful, and adapt your mindset. I mean, if you want to live a safe life in the Philippines or any other Southeast Asian country, you want to be adaptable. You want to adapt this mindset, because there are some guys here that have gotten their lives taken away meddling with religion, religious groups, or getting into it with certain people. So we got to be careful, guys, and adapting this mindset is key. That is the ultimate trick about thriving here. Comment 10, guys. He says, people hang out, drink all day. Grown men doing teenage jobs like riding a bicycle taxi. All right, so let's be very, very clear here. I mean, there are tons of expats here that drink all day. Come on, let's not go there. And I mean, I want to know where these guys are from, because these things aren't just unique to the Philippines. I knew plenty of grown men who did teenage jobs. Worked at McDonald's, right? Worked at the Salvation Army. I mean, yeah, you see things that make you double take. But hey, this is a different lifestyle. And it works for the people here. It works for some people, and most people here, actually, I think. And remember, we came here for a new experience. But judging, I mean, not to judge, guys. Every job or thing or habit that people have, I mean, could we just admire that the guy had a job? All right, so the next comments were just going to be a slight quick fire. We'll read them out loud. So the next comment goes as follows: driving and littering, supermarket lines. But we know that they're always going to be quite long, just like in any other country, I think. Internet, electrical shortages, and I mean, guys, we could just have backup plans, generators, careful location choice. I mean, this is just the key, guys. Next one, guys, ATMs that don't work. The quick fix is that have cash on hand. Always have cash. I've mentioned this many times in my videos. If you watch me, then you already know this. Perfection is Singapore. I think in some sort of way, these imperfections make Philippines what it is, kind of its identity. Now I want to get to my personal reflections about the Philippines and just what I think about all of these comments and feedback. So after reading all of these comments, here's my takeaway. You know, living in the Philippines is always going to be like an adventure for some guys. And, you know, whether it's good or bad, it's still an adventure. But it's not a checklist for perfection, I think. Every frustration or oddity comes with the territory. We chose this, guys. Southeast Asian country, developing country. This isn't the Western part of the world. Traffic, noise, lines, or quirky jobs, they are all part of the experience for the people here. And the truth is, we chose this. We have the responsibility to adapt and enjoy it, rather than constantly complaining. I know we all have our frustrations, things that get under our skin, but you know, guys, we have to learn how to live with these things on a day-to-day, and I guarantee you your life would be much healthier mentally and also physically. Some things are funny, some things are challenging, but they are also what makes life here memorable and unique. And honestly, once you embrace the quirks, you start seeing the charm. Behind the chaos, there's a charm, the warmth behind the weirdness, and the beauty in the culture that's so different from our home country. So if you're thinking about moving to the Philippines or you're already here, my advice will always be as simplistic as possible. Research before you move here. Adjust your expectations. It's not perfect, but it's real, vibrant, and full of adventure. And honestly, that's why we love this country. At least some of us. I do. Everything about this country, the quirks, everything that I just mentioned, I feel a kind of love for. When you leave this country, some of these things you will end up missing. So thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for everyone, the support. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, become a member. It's the best support you can give. Share your thoughts in the comment section. And for the expat groups that I'm in, you guys made this video very, very funny and insightful. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up, comment your own stories, and subscribe for more expat insights and experiences in the Philippines. And remember, guys, living here isn't about fixing the country. It's about finding your rhythm in it. Let's become part of the everyday rhythm in this country, because I'm sure if you have a wife here or a girlfriend, she is going to love it that you were able to accept and adapt to her culture, her country, her everyday rhythm. So see you guys on the next video. Peace out.